finding the football, making plays on it. So we got to make sure we do a good job, just controlling the game up front, and then being smart where we put the football when that's on me and when it's in the air.
Matthew, are you a guy that tracks kind of league leaders at all? Through your career, would you ever pay attention to that?
Not really. No. Just try to go out and play each week and play as good as you can.
This is a season, where you are up in the top 5, near the top in everything. Do you get any kind of satisfaction out of that? Are you being recognized that way?
No, not in that way. More so just in the fact that I feel like I'm trying to make sure I do my job for our team every week. Whatever that job is. Some weeks that's go out there and throw it a bunch of times. Other times it's not. But I just want to play well on each play. I don't want to have any wasted plays. I want every play that we run for the defense to feel pressure and for us to execute, at a high level. So I'm trying to do that. If I can do that, I know I'll be doing what I'm supposed to be doing for our team. And then if we can just continue to do that, play in and play out, stack good plays, and win games, then the rest will happen.
Matthew, just kind of as far as offensive philosophy, pre-snap motion, I know there's a lot of different kinds of it, but for the amount they do here, is that pretty unique?
Yeah, I mean, in the offenses that I've been a part of, it's we do more here than I've been a part of, but we don't do it just to do it. Everything is done for a reason, which I think is awesome, and helps it make sense for not only myself but all the players on the field.
Might be a little too inside football, but can you explain some of those reasons why you do it, especially if what helps you as a quarterback?
Each week it's different. Sometimes it's you can get tells on coverages. Sometimes you can get backers to fit certain gaps in the run game. Other times, you can distort, maybe a coverage scheme. Each week it's a little bit different. But we're not just out there saying, hey, you run like your hair's on fire that way, you do it this way, and then I'll hand it off. It's all for a reason.
A couple of the guys have kind of chuckled at some of the things that Sean's dreamt up when they actually go to install it. Has there been any funny moments when you thought, there's no way this is happening?
Well, I mean, he's fully aware of it. He'll make fun of himself when he's saying, he's like, maybe I had a couple too many cups of coffee this morning trying to figure this one out. But 9 times out of 10, the thing's it's a home run and a sweet play. So we all trust him. He makes great decisions, drawing up stuff, him and all the coaches really, and we go out there and try and execute it.
I know we've asked you about Jefferson several times before now, but what's he doing to earn your trust? What's made him such a reliable target when you feel like you need to go to him?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job. When he's had his opportunities, he's made the most of them. There's even a few more out there that I feel like we can connect on and really make defenses pay. He's a bigger guy, but he's really sudden. Got really nice, good hands, strong hands. Has a great feel for running routes. His dad taught him well. Growing up, you can tell. But he's just continuing to progress, and that's what you want. You just want to see a guy with drive and with the right attitude. He just comes in here every single day, working his tail off, trying to get better, and it's producing on the field.
At the 7-1, it's hard to say that you guys aren't doing something right offensively, but you seem to push that. What can this team, or what needs to happen for you to continue to improve offensively?
Yeah, I mean, I think the more and more we can just focus on every single play being executed the right way. That, the name of the game on offense is execution. It's 11 guys on the same page, acting as one, knowing what the purpose of that play is and trying to go execute that goal. Got to do it, with a bunch of physicality, which our guys up front have done an outstanding job of all year. Our guys on the perimeter blocking, Daryl running, Sony running. It's been great. And then we get our opportunities in the pass game, just make sure that we hit them. And each game you're going to want to come away, 28 of 28, 40 of 40, 30 of 30, whatever it is. It's not always going to happen, but you want to make sure you're applying pressure on the defense, and that's where I think we can continue to grow. Is just make sure that the ball doesn't hit the ground a whole lot in the pass game, and then when we're in the run game, we're really efficient and explosive as well.
The first 3 weeks, the vertical passing game was having dramatic success. I mean, a long touchdowns to Van, to Cooper,
Yep.
to Sean. Less dramatic to the naked eye in the last few weeks. I wonder if you could sort of explain what is the role, the changing role of the vertical pass?
Oh, I feel like we threw it down the field some. Had some opportunities. Hit Cooper on a 3rd down for a long one. Hit Cooper on another long one. Took a shot to Van. We didn't hit it. We're still going after it. Defenses are doing a great job of trying to keep it top down on us and make sure we have to go the long field. And then if they're doing that, we just try to go out there and exploit the other areas of the field that are, have a little bit of grass. So, we're just going to aggressively take what the defense gives us. If they give us opportunities to go over the top, we're going to take it. If they don't and they want to play it deep to short, then I'm going to do everything I can to, to make them pay in the intermediate to underneath areas.
We pay a lot of attention to Deshaun's role, his snaps, his targets. Is it a case with him where targets don't measure his contribution?
Yeah, I think so. He's obviously done it at a really high level for a long time. He's got great speed, ability to get down the field, track the football. So when he's in there, defenses definitely pay attention. And it's on us to make those reps count when he gets the opportunities.
Matthew, but I'm wondering what your perception when you first were kind of coming into this team, or maybe even before, what your perception of Jalen Ramsey was, and then how that might have evolved a little bit when you got to know him.
Yeah, I had an appreciation from afar, just of how he played, not knowing him as a person. His energy is undeniable out here. He brings it every single day. His passion for the game, and really, you see all the plays on the ball, the pick from last week, but his ability to knife in there and make tackles and, huge plays. I think of the screen 2 weeks ago where he just jukes the old lineman, gets it back down, and I remember sitting on the sideline, watching the Jumbotron on the play going, oh no, there was nobody there for the screen, and then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere and it's a tackle for 2, and it could have been 25. So just his ability to make plays all over the field, both, blitzing the quarterback, the hit he had on Jared last week was a big hit. The pick to, help us take the lead and win the game. There were a couple tackles on there in the backfield that were huge plays. So I have a huge appreciation for what he's able to do on the field, not only just lining up outside and covering receivers, but, in all the roles that we asked him to execute.
Is he, I would imagine you have some understanding of what the sentiment might be, but is he kind of an example of a guy who you can tell he's just knows who he is, very sure of himself, comfortable with who he is and who he's kind of growing up into when you see him play like that? Yeah,
I think so. I remember watching him in college, and they always just described him as a football player because they lined him up all around the field, and he's continued that in the NFL, which is probably the hardest thing to do. We'll go from college where you're moving all around and you're the best athlete on the field, and then you come to the pros and you're still the best athlete on the field and moving all around and making all those plays. Not many people can make that transition. And he's done it seamlessly. It's impressive, and what he's doing as a leader on the defense too. Him and AD just setting the tone every single day. It's fun to watch.
Matthew, I think
a couple more.
I think I'm summarizing this accurately, but Sean, I think he was saying that you played your most complete game this last week. I'm just curious if you would evaluate it the same way, and why or why not.
Yeah, I think it was a solid one. I think as a team we were a whole lot better on third down, which is always nice. Third down, red zone, we were good. There's still a couple possessions out there where we didn't get any points where I wish we could have. My goal is to every time we touch the ball to get points. Those points, I always want those to be touchdowns, but if they're field goals, they also count. So couple drives in there where we didn't get points. Would love to make sure that we get them on every single drive. But, yeah, I take each kind of game for what it's worth. What I'm asked to do in that game, I hope that I can execute it and help our team win. Certain weeks I've done that better than others.
Favorite Halloween candy?
Reese's. Reese's peanut butter cups. It's probably my go-to.
Eat too many of them?
Try not to, but it's hard sometimes. So.
I saw a video from post-game. Are you a hard seltzer guy, Matthew?
That was more of anything that's available at the time situation. So.
All set?
We good?
All right.
Thanks.